And now, it's that time of the week once again. Welcome to the Departure Lounge podcast with your host, Tom Whittle, your ticket to the home of aviation podcasts. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Hello and welcome to episode number 90 of the Departure Lounge podcast here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. Or if you're Neymar in Brazil, thanks for coming. Goodbye. My name is Tom Whittle. I'm the host for this evening. We'll go straight into it. Joining me this evening. My tongue is blue. That's because I've been eating blue stuff. That's why. I just realised that. Joining me this evening is our guest for tonight. It is, of course, Planespotting Mike. Mike,
good evening, everyone.
Good evening to you. How are you on this very chilly evening?
Not bad, I've been excited for this all week. I haven't shut up about it. Everyone's like, all right. calm down,
Yeah, I've seen you tag me in posts pretty much every day. But yeah, no, it's good to have you on finally. Like I say, I know we were umming and ahhing about the dates and stuff, but we finally managed to get it sorted. So here we are. Have you had a good day?
I've had a good day. Yeah, my nan's not well at the moment. So I've been to the shops for her this morning and doing a few messages for my nan, and then it just thought I'd kill 2 hours or so, because it was snowing here in Liverpool, and I literally with the runway only out at the back there for, you know what, this is going to be great footage. So I've just uploaded all my videos of a few departures of the snow actually coming down like a blizzard. It was brilliant. Yeah,
lovely.
And I've just smashed 800 subscribers now, so it's great.
All going well then.
Oh, yeah.
No problem. Right, let's go into some housekeeping before we jump into this evening's show. So we are live on social media, or we're on social media, I should say, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can keep up to date with everything that's happening with the channel on there. I'll say they're all in the description below. You can also, just seen Argentina go 1-0 up. We also have a merch shop where you can buy gifts such as, I'll bring them up on screen, a custom t-shirt. These are just a few that are on the market at the moment, but if you have any requests, you can get them just in time for Christmas. Get them to us as soon as possible, despite the fact that postal systems obviously having a bit of a meltdown at the minute. We make sure that we get them to you just in time for Christmas. I also have Christmas jumpers as well, so you can also buy some of those in the description down, below. We also are sort of supporting the petition still to save the Cornwall Aviation Heritage Centre. If you haven't signed it, please do so and help them out. I don't know what the number is at the moment. I haven't checked recently, which is really bad of me, but I should do. But I'm sure someone will tell me anyway. But it's for a noble cause, keep the museum up and running for the people down here in Cornwall. It's a vital centre. So yeah, if you haven't signed it, please do get involved with that. And lastly, if you wish to be on the show, just like I was going to say Alex, then that's because I've seen the name in the chat. That's why. Just like Mike, do let us know on social media, any of the social media platforms, and we'll get you on the show after New Year now, of course. We'll start to take the bookings and everything else. Right. Let's say hello to a few people that are in the chat. So, moderator Samuel Taylor Ackroyd is there. He says, good evening, everybody. So, hello to you. Josh Tremmy says hello as well. I'm not going to show all the comments. I'm just going to read names out.
He's a great lad, him, Josh.
Planespotting Ringway, hello to you. Thanks for joining us this evening. Sue Lawson, hello to you. MaxJet TV Live Express, whose name hasn't got longer since the end of last week. Hello to you as well. Jim Gemmell, of course, always there. Wayne Hartshawn. Let's have a look here. Kev's Cab Official.
He's a local taxi driver by mine. He's a great
taxi driver. Right, well, fair enough. Welcome to the stream. Who else have we got here? We said we've got SHO1.
That's my little cousin.
That's it. We've got to try and behave now. Jack Rolls, whose name does get longer every week, apparently. Jack Rolls, JR Aviation Photography. Don't know why you put that. Fair enough. Says, bye, Neymar. That diving went well. We won't talk about that. We'll do that later. Serena Riley is there as well. So hello to you. Lots of people there. Mikey.
Not a sausage, that Jack Rolls is. He's not a sausage, is he?
That is his nickname, believe it or not. We do call him Sausage. I'm sure we'd rate it a 2 out of 10, I'm sure. If you know, you know. Callum Maxwell is there as well. Hello to you. Daniel O'Rourke as well. Some new names in there. Kyle W.
Yeah, a couple of friends of mine who support my channel, and a couple of them are from the place where I work. So got family on there tonight watching me as well. So
be popular on Monday.
Yeah, and getting them to, also I've been getting them to subscribe to your channel as well and check out some of the podcasts.
Yeah, do it. You won't be disappointed, honest. But no, good evening to everybody watching this evening. Of course, if you aren't subscribed, do help out with the channel and subscribe to us. That would be very much appreciated. And of course, we are obviously accepting super chats, but it's obviously not an obligation. It's just there if you feel like it. So let's go into this evening's show. So we're here to basically talk about your channel and how it came about, etc. But for the people that might not know who you are, i.e. not your friends, etc., just give a little introduction as to who you are.
Well, I'm only 26 years away from Liverpool, really, and I'm just a big fan of aviation. I'm based at Liverpool Airport, and you've got all these channels like Airliners Live and then at Manchester, and then you've got Speedbird down in London, and you've got the Frankfurt ones and the LA flights. I've always loved planes anyway, and I just thought, you know what, after COVID, because I used to volunteer for a few football clubs and go to watch a lot of footy, and it just wasn't the same really. And with having a job now, I can't always get there, but having the airport literally at the bottom of my garden and loving planes, I just thought, you know what, there's no one out there for Liverpool Airport just like themselves at Manchester, Birmingham, London. I just thought, you know what, they need someone, especially Liverpool, only a small community airport. They're going to need someone like myself to actually get Liverpool out there and show what Liverpool Airport's all about, and just get Liverpool on the map, really.
Yes. Obviously, over at the channel saying the airport is your garden, Mike.
Oh, it literally is, really. My nan says, get out. Sometimes my nan can say, get out and clean that back garden, I will. And she goes, you got to look after your garden or you might get kicked out of the house. I was like, yeah, I will keep an eye on your garden, but literally my back garden's the airport, really.
And just a quick one from Jim Gemmell, who has said it because Jack wouldn't. 40 minutes in a microwave. We'll come back to that in a minute. If you don't know what we're on about, I will mention it shortly.
Food more, probably.
Jack Rolls microwaved some microwavable meal in the microwave for 40 minutes. I think it was spaghetti and meatballs, he said. So,
oh, yes, please. I'll have some.
Yeah, not after Jack's cooked it for 40 minutes, you won't. Not in a microwave, anyway. If anyone's got any questions for Mike at all this evening, get them into the chat. We'll show them on screen and we'll get them answered as well. So we'll sort of talk about your channel to begin with. How did sort of that come about? Obviously, well, you mentioned obviously the love of aviation with the likes of Airliners Live and I say Speedbird and the guys over in America with LA flights and airline videos, etc. Was that sort of like the inspiration to you to kind of go, like you said, Liverpool doesn't really have anything, it's a market, let's go grab it?
Yeah, that's what I thought about it. I've always liked planes anyway since I was a young since I was a baby anyway, and growing up, I mean, Nan took me on the phone. Never know until I got a bit to like primary school age. I said, "Yo, we took you to took you on holiday with us," and I was like, "Did I?" And then she showed me a few baby photos. I was like, "Oh yeah," and then literally, I was born in Liverpool anyway, moved over to Yorkshire because my younger sister and brother were over there, and then we come back to Liverpool because my nan lives by the airport, so does he. Well, they used to always just take me for a little walk, because they used to do a paper round as well. So all planes went doing the paper round, and the airplanes coming over me head. I was like, with excitement, I was like, Nan, there's a plane. I was like, yeah. And then just growing up, my nan had a few accidents and whatever. My granddad come down with a few illnesses, and he was getting worse and worse. But we were, just for a bit of fresh air, used to just walk around the block and walk down to the airport and walk back. And I loved planes, and I just thought, wasn't much into it really. And then just sitting there watching YouTube all the time, playing videos and watching Airline on the telly. Remember the TV program?
The old program, yeah, the old air.
Yeah. Used to love me and my nan used to sit there when I come home from school, do the paper round, come home. Back after that, have me tea and watch Airline. Loved it.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, Airline, I remember that. Yeah, and going further back to obviously when we had Jeremy Spake on, for those that are sort of old enough to remember Airport on BBC One back in the day as well, sort of late 90s.
I was just sitting there watching, my nan's sitting there just watching all these like busiest airports and that are on the telly now. So it's just like, there's a plane program. I'm just sitting there watching planes all the time, and I just thought, you know what? Went into a football voluntary just to get some experience of, how a football club's run. And then, as I said earlier, getting a job now, not having the time to go to football all the time. I just thought, with all the COVID, just went down to the airport because I had a long day at work and I just needed a bit of fresh air. Went to the airport, just took a couple of videos, got me up to 50 subscribers. So I kept doing it every day now. I was just going up and up and up. And not the other week, I had 100 subscribers. Then it went back down to 70. So I thought, this is not going to get anywhere. But everyone was like, keep doing it, keep doing it. Then it was 100. Now it's gone to 150. Kept going up and up and up. At the weekend, I only hit 650 subscribers at the weekend, and now I've just hit 810. So it's just, working in a kitchen all day, every day. And it's just like, come home, have my tea, and get all wound up. Sometimes like, oh, that was a long day. I mean, I was like, just chill out and relax. I thought, you know what, just go to the airport. And as I said before, you've got the likes of airliners like Speedbird. There's no one out there who do Liverpool Airport. Liverpool Airport's not on the map. So with me and Josh now, and Paul, ourselves, just building up Liverpool Airport now. You just want to get Liverpool out there. People keep asking me, what's Liverpool about? What's Liverpool about? So doing these videos now, showing what Liverpool's all about.
So it's like, we were talking before we went live and stuff, and it's like grabbing that market that no one's done really and kind of claiming it as your own sort of thing.
Yeah, because I know that watched some of your podcasts lately, and some people from Liverpool, and you said you'd like to go to Liverpool Airport one day, but you can't get up here. So just people like yourself, and there's people across the world now watching my live show. I'm from Bulgaria, I'm from Slovakia. What planes do you get at Liverpool? They're tuning in now all the time. So Liverpool are getting me out there as well. Because I get some of the members that work at the airport the other week, Aaron. The inaugural flight from Liverpool Airport for the new Play Airlines. We'd like to invite you down. I couldn't go down, could I? Because I was on the way back from Spain that day. No. The inaugural flight, I could have went in the cabin and everything. But one of the, you probably know Liverpool Airport yourself, is good enough for the flying and training school. I had one of the flying school pilots there the other day, like. Next time I see it on one day in the next 12 months, if I see it on the mound when you're recording or doing a live show, I'm going to bring you in and you can take it on a little flight of these planes and show you around the hangar and everything. So I was trying to get in touch. And Liverpool Airport are always getting in touch with me now saying, are we all right to use your photos? We'll give you credit on your videos. Then they're always tuning into me live shows, and they're made up.
Yeah, like I say, it is literally like, let's say, capturing the market and sort of making it your own, which is obviously what you're doing. So it must bring you sort of an immense sense of proudness, really, to kind of see, like say, going from like 50 subscribers and sort of, maybe not feeling like it's going anywhere to now sort of jumping up every so often by quite a bit, not just a little bit, but like quite a bit.
Every time before it started going up and up and up, it just kept getting people subscribing, and then going down. I was like, I'm going to go up. But now every time I put a video up, I've put a video up the other day, and I've just looked at it now, about an hour ago, 13k views on it. I was like, just scrolled through all my videos, and that's the highest I've got of views on a video so far, 13k. I was just like, I'm putting 2 videos up, I'm getting like 50 subscribers or 100 subscribers. It's like tears in my eyes. Like,
YouTube Shorts is a wonderful thing as well. If
that's why I do. That's why I do more shorts now.
Got a question from Wayne Hartshorn, so we'll get that one asked now. He says, does it worry you that YouTube is becoming a very crowded place for live streams?
No, not really. No, it doesn't worry me, really. It's like the only thing that worries me about doing live streams, and you get it anyway. It's just, when you get people coming on saying, your streams could be better, or when's the next plane coming out, or, and then you get all them sex bots, and I was like, the man said that, but, that's the only thing that worries me. But, the only... On my YouTube channel, I used to subscribe to every football club and every football, competition. But now I've unsubscribed for them. So the only channels I'm following on YouTube now is the likes of airliners, like your channel. It's only aviation that I'm sitting here watching all the time.
Do you see it as a bit like a hobby for yourself then, in terms of like what you do, or do you sort of want to go out a little bit further and kind of make something of it?
It's like... Well, working in kitchens, I know all the kitchen experience anyway, and then football, I know all that. But I just thought, aviation, it's something different. And football bores me a lot now all the time. You're just watching players rolling around all the time, and you hear this and all, this player's done that, and you just get bored of it. I thought, aviation, I didn't know much about aviation when I fit the other year, but now I've learned quite a lot, and that's what I want to do, just build up a nice collection of aviation, different liveries, and get to know more about aviation, really. And then just having a ADHD and autism anyway, sometimes I can sit and watch a football match like last night, got bored of it. And I could have just sat there and put planes videos on, and just chill. It's so chilling and relaxed. And I just love smelling the jet fuel and seeing all these different liveries, like the plane now, the new airline.
Yeah, nothing beats the smell of aircraft fuel. Absolutely. Jim Gemmell with a very interesting point. It's a very true point. Manchester especially is getting crowded with streams. There are obviously new people starting up, some good, some questionable, should we say. I suppose going back to obviously what Wayne asked is kind of, feeling like getting lost in the shuffle maybe with all the live streamers that are happening, or is it just like say just you're not too bothered, it's just something you enjoy?
No, it is something that I enjoy, just watching planes and getting to see all these different airlines. And then I know at Liverpool you don't get the Dreamliners or the 777. And then doing all this now at Liverpool, and I just want the best for the Liverpool Airport, and for the place that I work at, the Salvation Army, they do a lot across the city of Liverpool and the Northwest. So, and then Liverpool Airport, they also don't get all the recognition or the interest, because most people will probably use Manchester anyway, but you just want to get that Liverpool out there, the best for your local airport, as they say. Support your local, really.
That's it. Yeah, a bit like football clubs, really. Like supporting local football clubs is like supporting your local airport and things like that. So it's I totally get what you mean. Steve Plain's asking for advice for someone starting out. I don't know what he's asking afterwards. He's asking blue or red. Just pick one.
Red all the way for Liverpool.
Yes. Oh, of course. Yeah, football. It's all right. It's been a long day.
There's One thing for Liverpool Airport, you're quite lucky for what you get, really, because there's like you can see the last month or two of like literally 3 times a week now we're getting like the Royal Air Force Hawks, from Anglesey, and then you've got the likes of the Hercules and the A400. It's like the last 2 weeks we've had the A400 here at Liverpool about 5 times now. So they literally when they're at Anglesey, they'll do a touch and go at Liverpool and go back to Anglesey. So we're quite lucky with what we get, especially with like airlines as well.
Yeah, I was like to say, if you sort of can keep away from, keep away from a lot of the streamers and stuff like that, you kind of pretty much got something on your own there. So that's pretty good. I had one there. Hang on. There we go. MaxJet TV Live Express. Asking any thoughts are coming down to Heathrow for a live stream there.
Talking of that, Liverpool, well, not Liverpool, but like I'm mostly at Liverpool anyway, but I go to Manchester maybe once or twice every few weeks, couple of months anyway. I haven't been for the last month or two, but I'm going again soon. But like London Heathrow, I've never been to London really. London's one place I've never been to, never visited any of them. But when watching the likes of Think planes and all them, that Speedbird especially doing Gatwick, Heathrow, London City. I've done a couple of weeks, not long ago actually, about a month ago, for my birthday next year in July. I've just booked for my cousin and my nan for 3 days down at London Heathrow to go and see all the American Airlines and all the Boeings, 777s for British Airways. So I can't wait for that, and I'm going to do a live show there myself.
Obviously, like when Steve mentioned about blue or red, obviously being a red and Liverpool getting to Champions League finals and stuff, it must cause a little bit of excitement knowing that you're going to get there.
It very is exciting going on to that. Actually, there's loads of videos on my YouTube channel anyway. The Liverpool team flying out, I've got good videos on there, and all the big A330s, the A350s, and all them ones of the Liverpool fans flying out in Europe. So it is really exciting. I did a live show a couple of months ago, actually, when Liverpool were flying out to Glasgow when they played Rangers in the Champions League. So I went live. I looked at the radar. I was like, Glasgow, yeah, that was the Liverpool team. I had no idea. And I just happened to go down there after work, I think it was, do a live stream. And the next minute, looked at the radar to see what they were going, and they were going at about 5 o'clock, and I was still live then. So, and then I actually only had like 10 people watching me, and literally went up to like 60 odd people, 70 odd people tuning into the live show. It was all Liverpool fans saying, "Thank you for showing this." So literally,
special moments like that, I think, are always good to capture, and if you're in the right place at the right time as well, it's always definitely always a good thing.
Especially when we have Southport Air Show as well. In the summer, got loads of videos on there of the Typhoons, the Lancaster Bombers, and all them going out as well. So we're quite lucky with what we get here.
Let's have a look here to see. Owen is there as people Mr. Play Airlines. Hello to you. Lots of people happy that you're a red, not a blue. Charlie Aviation 19 is there as well. Hello to you. Kyle W asking, what's your favorite airline?
Kyle W is a good friend of mine. All right, Kyle. Favorite airline? Well, I'm not one of them say, "Oh, EasyJet's better than Ryanair." I just love every plane, and I've got nothing against no airlines. I love EasyJet. I love Ryanair. So I know at Manchester, everyone, you go there to see the A380, but at the end of the day, a plane's a plane. You've just got to enjoy the plane, aren't you, really? Seeing the different liveries, the different engines. But if I had to pick one, I know people will probably say, "Oh, what about the A380?" Yeah, I do love it, but for me, it's got to be the 787 and the 767. Or if you had to go for the EasyJet or Ryanair, it's EasyJet all the way.
There you go. So that was the argument of Airbus or Boeing then.
They're both great planes, aren't they? The Boeing, is good for the like the sound of the engines, but the Airbus just gotta have. It's a nicer plane and it's more cozy, in my reckoning. Oh, here we go. Owen with the play.
I think he's trying to get you to say that as your favourite airline.
Oh yeah, I love the A320s, and literally, I've always flew with Ryanair. That's one thing. I've always flew with Ryanair mostly for when I've been to like Spain. Never flew EasyJet. But I'm flying EasyJet for the first time on next Friday. Going to doing a little short trip over to the Isle of Man. So I'll be doing a load of content from there and a little live show.
Lovely. One to look forward to for everybody that watches your live streams there. Quite controversial from Farring Travels. First of all, good evening to you. He says the A380 is way overrated.
The way overrated? I wouldn't say it's overrated, really. I think everybody loves the A380, don't they, really?
It's kind of the ugly duckling of the sky.
That's what I mean before. Everyone loves the A380. I know it's a big plane, like, but at the end of the day, especially for myself, I want to be a bit more different in aviation, to be honest. That's why I always say, yeah, I love the A380, but for me, I want to show a bit more love for, these smaller planes like the A320s and all that.
Yeah, not being funny. If somebody could just not that. There we go. If someone can just block Jack for that comment of flying Ryanair when I was captain my next to Lakes, that was practice landing. That wasn't my proper landing. And if somebody could also ban Serena as well for saying that I'm not much better at driving either, that'd be great. Just simply put them on timeout. That'd be great. Bastards. Right. So there's a comment in there from Sam, which we will ask at the end. We're not doing food chat just now and getting all riled up because of it. But Mikey Airways Photography is asking if you could bring back an airline that has gone, who would you like to see again?
Well, there's quite a lot of airlines that I flew that are not around now. It was what was like first choice. They had a nice livery, and then there was like Monarch. I always loved Monarch. Well, I haven't flown since you've changed the name. It's two. They're known as TUI now. I flew them when they were known as like Britannia, and then they went into Thompson, and then Thompson Fly. But if I had to bring one back, it'd be Monarch.
Monarch, yeah, that would be my shout. I think I got into like videoing. I did get some pictures, but sadly they're on a computer that I can't seem to access because it's knackered. For a trip to Gatwick, so there's a few Monarch aircraft on there. But I got into videoing just as they sort of went bust, which is a big nuisance to me. And then as I tried to get the old Thomas Cook 321.
I'd like to see him back as well.
Yeah, there was a Thomas Cook 321 in Monarch colours that was arriving into Bristol. Super excited about it. I was like, cool, nice little hybrid to get. Pointed my video camera, battery went.
What do I like about aviation? This is one thing about why it's a big interest now. I've seen like these airlines who have gone now, and all these new airlines coming through, and especially when I heard about this new Play airline. So I was like, I wonder what that'll be interesting to see when it comes about. And now I've seen it. I see it every Friday and Monday anyway. I was also seeing the flyer now. I don't want to let Owen down, but they're out there. I do love the fly. I love the livery on it, red and white.
Have they dug the A321 out the runway yet, Tom? If we can ban Wayne Hartshorn as well, that'd be great. It was a 320, not a 321. Although it probably turned into a 321 after.
At the end of the day, I've got nothing against no airline. For me, love aviation, so I love every plane. But for me, it's always got to be the Neo.
Neo over Max. Yeah,
and if it's a Ryanair, I love the Max more than the original Ryanair.
I will happily shoot a Max, not literally, but I would, happily point a camera at a 737 Max. I think it's wonderful. When I went to Stansted, you just couldn't get enough of the Ryanair ones, but the standard 737s, you were like, all right. But if it's a Max, you're like, oh, okay, cool. But a Neo, I'll never pass up the opportunity.
There's MaxJet. They bring the A380 to Liverpool. To be honest, that's one thing they can do. Is they can. Some people say they can bring the A380 to Liverpool, but they haven't got the space or the money to do the tunnel bridge and the steps for it. But it'd be nice to see an A380 over Liverpool. That'll really set Liverpool off then, won't
it? Josh Trim saying the runway's too small.
The runway's too small. It looks small, but you can still get it in, to be honest. And they're looking to extend the runway, and so you can bring all these 777s in and the A350s and a lot more. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Jim Gemmell, do behave yourself. That's not what I meant. I know exactly what he means, but that's not what I meant. It's to behave yourself. But yeah, lots of people mentioning as well about the airlines that are coming back to Liverpool. One in particular,
Widerøe,
is Widerøe, whatever you want to call it.
I missed it last night. Widerøe, it's nice to see all these new airlines, to be honest.
It's kind of good at the same time for aviation as a whole.
And that's one thing that got me into aviation a lot more now, seeing all these new people like myself and like yourself starting up on YouTube and getting more aviation out there a lot more. And as I said before, you've got likes of Manchester, Birmingham, London, LA. But apart from Manchester, take Manchester out of it, you'll have no one in the northwest, really. You'll have London, but you'll have no one up this end in the north. So having Manchester there and me doing Liverpool, you're getting a bit of both. You're seeing a lot more from Manchester, and by me doing Liverpool, you're getting to see what Liverpool's about itself, really. So you're getting the best of both.
Wayne Hartshorn, I thought you were banned. Jim wins Comment of the Week award. Tom, can you please crown him? I haven't got a crown, but Jim, well done. You win. You win Comment of the Show. Congratulations to you. Crowns in the chat, please. Crowns in the chat. As we crown Sir Jim for his comment of the night. So yeah, lots of crowns in the chat, please. Lots of people mentioning potentially Vueling as well.
There's been a lot of talks really about Vueling coming back to Liverpool. They've had talks of Aer Lingus and then Flybe, but every time you put, especially we've had Aer Lingus in when for the diverts at Leeds in the week. And me and a couple of others have actually thought, would you ever bring Aer Lingus back to Liverpool? And Aer Lingus haven't given nothing away, but they keep dropping in to say, maybe, we might do. Oh, like, it'd be nice, to see Flybe and Aer Lingus back. Because Aer Lingus has got a lovely livery. Flybe, I just think Flybe's livery's just gone a bit downhill a little bit, just the plain white on some of them and the
that in itself is another topic for. Oh God, that in itself is another topic of conversation for another time. I think because I am like the majority of people where they saw the Aer Lingus livery change, and I quite like the old one, and they were like,
I like both of them.
Everyone was just like, oh, do you know I don't like it because of like X, Y, Z, and I was like, okay, I don't like it because I like the green one. The green one is one of my favorites.
I do like the old green, and I like the new livery, but I just think the only thing with the new livery, the new colours on it now is the lime green's a bit. If they could just expand the lime green a bit more, it'd be a bit nicer.
Spilt my cider, damn it! But I've got a model literally sat right next to me. I quite like that because what they've done is reverse the colours. So this kind of green you'd see a little bit like as a cheat line, whereas this is now the main colour, and I quite like that.
Yeah.
So it's slowly, very, very slowly, like growing on me in terms of.
I won Liverpool have a new airline going next year, but there's a top secret.
But yeah, the Aer Lingus livery, like seeing it on the 321 Neo is, it works. Seeing it on the 320, fine. It's lovely, and then seeing it on like the Neo for the first time as well. Yeah, the 320 Neo that they got that was supposed to go to, I think, Smart Avia in Russia, but obviously went to Aer Lingus instead. It just, now to me, it's like I'm warmed up to it a lot, to the point where, it is a lovely livery, and I can now get used to it. Same with like Lufthansa as well. Oddly enough, I can get used to that too.
That's another great airline we've got at Liverpool as well, because lately it's always the CRJs, but there's been the odd one where you couldn't get all of the CRJ, so they've actually, and I've missed it 3 times now already at Liverpool, where they've used the Embraers and for it.
Yes. Yeah. Just a quick one from Wayne Hartshaw. Someone still hasn't banned him yet. I'm kidding. Don't do that. What's everyone's thoughts about Etihad bringing back 4 A380s next summer to Heathrow? I, for one, I'm all for it.
I haven't checked the news lately to see what's coming back, but that's the first I've heard. But if that'll be great, that one for Heathrow.
Etihad, I believe, confirmed it this morning that they are bringing them back into service. So I think, and I had a conversation with somebody on Twitter about it when I sort of posted about it, and I said, maybe there is actually a market for it after all.
But that's one that I'm going to look at. Yeah, well, if you've announced that, then that's one I'm going to look into now. Then for when I go next year, because you'll have the Qantas A380, the British Airways A380, the Emirates one, and then you'll have the Etihad one. So it's just, if that's the case, next summer's going to be good for me. Then when I go to Heathrow,
potentially Korean, I think as well. I think they came in for a charter flight, but I think they will probably look into bringing the Korean ones back every so often, I think, at some point, sort of mixing between that and the 747-8 as well, which would be one I kind of want to get as well. But yeah, so there's a lot of 380s that are coming back after, kind of everyone writing it off and, production ending, and now all of a sudden everyone wants to bring theirs back because they're in demand.
For me, really. I always thought it was just Emirates having the A380, but we'd seen it at Manchester, and then knowing that, having this radar now on my phone, I'm like, what's this plane flying over? Oh, it's the British Airways A380. Oh, it's the Lufthansa one. No, it's just excitement. And
another airline that's bringing theirs back as well, Lufthansa. So there's a need for it, obviously, and obviously they've cancelled. I mean, I know it's not practical to a lot of airlines and stuff like that, but there is a market for it after all. So airlines have jumped the gun.
Just doing all this at Liverpool Airport all the time, and saying like I'm going to the Isle of Man. I've also got a day out in Dublin on the 7th of January, so never been to Dublin, so I'm actually going to, over the next 12 months, to airports that I've never been to, and Dublin just going through the radar, like Heathrow, Dublin, Belfast, the Isle of Man. Isle of Man, you get a lot of Loganair, so that would be exciting. Dublin, you're going to see the American Airlines there, and some more for airlines that I've never seen yet, and then Belfast is another one, and Heathrow is going to be good. So it's going to be good content from my channel, really.
That's it.
Lots of different airlines I won't see all the time.
Yeah, lots of things to look forward to. Obviously, lots of people mentioned.
That's another reason for why I love aviation. Just going build it all up at Liverpool, and then once I start getting paid, I can look into more flights and going to different airports, Frankfurt, Amsterdam. There's another airport I want to go to.
Obviously, aviation's going through an exciting time at the moment. And
it's just good to see aviation's actually growing a bit more now. All these channels and streams. I'm sitting there all the time watching these streams. I'm like, I'd love to go to the American one day, but I couldn't sit on a plane for 24 hours or 12 hours. That's the only thing.
Well, that's it. It's like I said, aviation at the moment is going through a bit of an exciting time. Like down here in the southwest of England, Nuki announced, I think it was yesterday or today, one of the two, that Scandinavian are flying in to Nuki as well to offer out a little bit more of a connection to, I think it's Copenhagen, I think they're flying to. Chances are it's probably just a CRJ, but it's still a new airline that that they have not had before. And of course, with Edelweiss coming in once a week, I should say, on a Sunday to Zurich and things like that. There's lots to be excited about as well. I think Lufthansa are coming back or coming to them as well, but I can't quite think. I know Eurowings is doing that sort of thing at the moment, but yeah, we'll see. But it's going through an exciting time. Wayne Hartshaw at the same time is also saying about the Asiana A380s as well. They currently fly them to LAX, but are rumored to go to Heathrow next year.
I've heard quite a few different rumours about new airlines, like the Delta is it, and the American Airlines or something like that going to Manchester. And I've also heard of quite a few new airlines are starting back up at Heathrow. So it's just, excitement in it. If it does happen, you see, you might see a plane that you've probably never seen before. So just, if you love planes, then just enjoy seeing new planes or seeing all these different types of planes.
Well, today another one that started up at Heathrow was the Italian airline Aero Italia from Bergamo, I believe, in Italy, going to Heathrow. That started up today using a 737. How long that will last, I don't know, but yeah, lots of things to look forward to. I know Heathrow's had a good year with new airlines, with like WestJet, Vistara going in there. Of course, Aero Italia now going in there, and the acquisition of JetBlue for a year or two now. So yeah, so it's definitely an exciting time for UK airports as a whole, I think, and aviation in general, just with the gradual increase of traveling.
Speaking of like that Asiana, the LAX, it was like watching all these LAX strange. You're wishing you're like, oh, I wish you could see the likes of WestJet come over here, but you don't do these. So as I said to someone the other day, having Air Canada and Air Transat coming to Manchester and American Airlines, that's just a good sight, really. And we're just lucky to get. We've got American Airlines and Air Transat and Air Canada coming over here. But to have, is it WestJet maybe one day in the future, that'd be good.
Another sort of airline to fly with.
Virgin's another lucky ones doing the American flights. So it'd be nice to have a lot more like Asiana, WestJet come over here, but we haven't at the moment. So just while you've got the Air Transat, Air Canada, just enjoy it and take it as a lucky thing.
That's it. Yeah, take it. It could be a lot worse. That's how I see it. It literally could be a lot worse. But yeah, you take.
Because if you didn't have Air Canada, Air Transat, the only other option is Virgin, really, innit? And they could have easily said, "Oh no, we won't go to America." So just Virgin doing that, it's just a lot more, innit?
Yeah, I can't even think if
Virgin.
Virgin.
It's just a bonus, really.
Can't think if Virgin actually go to Canada.
But if they
must do from Heathrow, I'm sure they do. Yeah. But I might be wrong.
So you can see where I'm coming from, really.
Yeah.
Because you probably go to like America and then go over from America to Canada. That's the only other way, really.
Well, New York to Toronto, I guess, is about 45 minutes to an hour, so it's not horrific if you wanted to jump onto a connection or, like say, travel down to London and go direct.
That's why you've just got to be lucky to have Virgin doing that trip to New York. There's no other, take them out of it, there's no other way if you didn't have Air Canada or Air Transat.
No, not at all. Yeah, get some questions in for Mike if you want to sort of know a little bit more about his channel and stuff. Going forward, I know somebody asked it earlier. When is your next live show?
At the moment, I'm doing one next Friday from the Isle of Man, and then a week on Monday, which is the 19th, is a live show from Liverpool. I'm doing it like a Christmas meet and greet because I've had a few followers of mine who live around here, and a local was like, "I'd love to meet you one day, Michael." So I just thought, you know what? I'll do a little meet and greet, and then we'll have Play Airlines in that morning. Anyways, there we go. Oh, and Play Airlines, doing it. I thought, because Charlie Planespotting Ringway was like, I've never seen Play Airlines, but he was going to come to me meet and greet anyways. I'd like to be a guest on your show one day. So I'm doing a live show with Charlie Planespotting Ringway on the 19th from Liverpool. So he's coming to see me play and meet me as well.
Yeah, lovely. That'd be nice.
Next Friday from the Isle of Man and a week on Monday from Liverpool with Planespotting Ringway.
I've been quite lucky to see Play at Stansted. I was making my way back to my car. I think I was traveling home that day, and I was checking the radar, couldn't see it. And as I was walking back from the spotting location, I could see it lining up. So I've never run so fast in my life to get back to the mound where I was at and shoot Play departing from departing from Stansted. So yeah, so that was quite good. But I'd like to get a more stable one because I was kind of still recovering from having to run.
Been quite lucky the last couple of weeks though with Liverpool, because there was one day where the other week where I was in work, and I don't know whether you heard it, they had that problem on the runway at Manchester with the sinkhole or something. So we had like I just got home from work. Well, I was on the way home, and there was like flights from Manchester being diverted into Liverpool. So we had a British Airways A320, and we had the KLM. I was like, I hope they don't go out before I get home. But literally, I got home, looked at the radar, and they were both, well, the British Airways was just pinging up, pushing back. So I just threw me bag in, slammed the front door, and then just shot round the corner. And as I got down there, literally, the British Airways was just taxi, and I thought, I can't see any more coming in. It was just British Airways for now. And there was a plane spotter sat in his car and come running up the hill. He went, KLM's on the way in. I literally just caught the KLM as well. I took photos of that, put the videos on YouTube and put them on my Twitter. And a Planespotting channel who's watching now sent me the screenshot on it on Facebook. Manchester Evening News. With they used it on their live updates on the website. This plane spotter who's just been to Liverpool Airport just caught these Manchester diversions, and I was like, that's not. I thought I was seeing things, so I was half asleep at the same time. And when I looked at it properly, they said we used your photos and whatever, and it got me more followers anyway. So I'm lucky.
Any publicity is good publicity.
And then the other day, I was like in the way. I just went down to the airport, and then the next minute, a lot of the flights got cancelled at Leeds, and I was just standing there, knew nothing about it. And this plane spotter went, "There's an Aer Lingus on the way in," and I was like, "You what?" No, I got diverted to Liverpool, so I managed to catch the Aer Lingus as well the other day.
Good stuff. For those that sort of want to keep up to date with you, Jack is saying, Mike, I have to give you a follow on Instagram.
Anyone wants to follow me on Instagram, it's Planespotting Mike Live, and it's on Twitter as Planespotting Mike Live, and I've got a Facebook page and a Facebook group as well, Planespotting Mike Live, and then I'm also on TikTok as well.
There you go.
But there's a lot of people on here though who are watching the likes of Planespotting channel, Josh Sherry. They're always in school and college, and they live not far from the airport here as well. So just me being the nearest out of all of us on my page, I'm the nearest to the airport. So I can, like I've just said there, get home. If there's a diversion and it's in, I only have to shoot around the corner and catch it. So that's what I want. Just want the best for Liverpool and catch all these moments that you can say, oh, that could be a diversion to Liverpool. You never know what could turn up half the time.
Next person to be banned, Josh Tremmy. Rumours had it Tom was flying the aircraft before it. Thank you very much.
I can tell you one good thing that I did on a live stream about 3 weeks ago. I planned a live show at Liverpool, standing there, and a Ryanair come in, and then behind it, I've seen this plane coming over Hawarden at Chester. I'm like, and there was a couple of friends of mine there with me on. They went, "What's that plane? Is that a plane?" I can see. I was like, "Yeah." Had no idea what it was, and it was turning to come in to land at Liverpool, and it got closer and closer. I'm looking at this on the radar. We still had no idea what it was. The A400, and I'm literally on the live show, managed to get the A400 coming in and going. It normally only does touch and go, but because we have the remembrance service on as well in Liverpool, they were bringing all the cadets over from Wales and taking them back. So I was in and out about 4 or 5 times. So I was made up.
Yeah, I was going to point out then if you saw an aircraft flying over and getting closer and closer, I'm not.
Well, literally,
spoiler, it was not me. All right, it was not me. I know someone was going to say it. It was not me.
And last week I was down there as well, and I was just standing there recording the Play Airlines, getting up photos of that. And the next minute, this beluga come off from Chester, and it would come down like that, dead low, and then climb back up. So that was an unbelievable moment there for the belugas.
Jack Rolls, I'd like someone to still put him in a timeout. You heard the expression crash bang wallop, and then there's Tom's version ratchet and clank bang. I'm never doing flight sim ever again, I tell you. Yes. Let's have a look here. Here we go. Serena as well. Obviously wanted to go and put on the timeout list. I don't think me and the kids will reach our destination this Christmas. No, because I won't turn up. Not turning up. Right. No, I'm only kidding. It's only good fun. So it's fine. I could take a joke. Right, yeah. So I suppose in terms of airports then, and moments that you've had while doing sort of live streams and stuff, what's one of the most memorable moment that you've had that sort of sticks to memory, and one that you
Well, from shows lately, it's gotta be the top two. Has really gotta be that. What I said before, being able to catch on a live show the Liverpool team departing on a big, what was it? I can't remember what plane they were flying out on now, but it was a big, even massive one as well. And then lately, it's got to be that A400, as I said.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm not red, so I don't tend to follow other people or other airline, other football clubs.
We've done quite a few shows at Manchester as well, which has been good at the A380 as well. I was literally did it a few weeks ago. I was at 490 odd, I think it was. I thought, you know what, for 500 or 550, I'll go live, go to Manchester, do a live show and stream the A380. That got me to 500, and then the next minute it got me to 550, and that was just unbelievable. Doing a live show at 500, at 550. Well, I've had a lot of good moments.
Pretty special then.
Yeah.
And sort of in the future, if you could do one particular airline, one particular airport, anywhere in the world, where would you want to go at some point?
Where's it gotta be now? I've definitely got Heathrow on the list, which I'm gonna do that anyway. But for anywhere else in the world, I like to try the likes of Amsterdam and Frankfurt. Maybe one day in the future we'll go over to America, but I'm not thinking about that one right now.
No. No, that's fair enough. Right, in that case, what we'll do, that's sort of like the interview portion sort of side of things done. If you want to know more about Mike, like I said, do go and give him a follow over on his social medias. Do you want to just run past them again just one more time?
Yeah, as I just said there, Lanzarote. I'd like to do Lanzarote, but that'll be one day in the future. And I know my cousin always goes to Lanzarote every year. So he's like, if I want to go there one day, you should go there. I'm like, yeah, I want to, but maybe one day. But for social medias, it's Planespotting Mike Live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok.
Good stuff. We may as well bring it up because at some point it's going to happen, even though it's already been asked in the chat.
Liverpool's my main airport, so just getting Liverpool out there. I love watching planes, so having Liverpool Airport on my doorstep is a good, especially for someone new like me on YouTube. Just having Liverpool on my doorstep slowly builds it up, get it out there, and then once I'm big like airliners are, maybe I could go across the world. And just doing these little trips now to the Isle of Man, Belfast, Dublin, it's seeing different airports, and then I can just build on from there now.
Jack Rolls has put your Instagram into the chat for people to follow. So nice one, Jack. You're still banned. But yeah, so we'll jump on to sort of a little bit of lighthearted stuff now. Seeing as I think Samuel Taylor Ackroyd mentioned it earlier in the chat. We may as well get people talking yet again, but we tend to ask a lot of guests about it, but we'll see what you come up with. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Pineapple on pizza, yeah.
Oh, unbelievable.
I love pineapple ones.
Chat's going to kick right off.
I just think sometimes, depending on where you get the pineapple on the pizza from, if you get it from the chippy, yeah, it's all right. If microwave ones, the one for the pineapple on a pizza, that's the one. Your microwave pizza ones.
I'm just watching the chat explode right now, just with lots of stick emojis. Everyone's going no, boo. Oh dear, everyone's going
really?
no, boo. Even Samuel Taylor Ackroyd saying, "Jack, remove the links to Mike's social media right now."
It's very rare to eat a lot of the. It's very rare to eat a lot of the pineapple on pizzas anyway. I mostly go for barbecue chicken. That's the pizza.
There's lots of people. I thought there might have been people that would have agreed with you, but apparently there's not.
Very rare to eat a lot of ham pizzas anyway. It's all mostly cheese pizzas or
So
the
cheese and pineapple.
barbecue chickens.
Like cheese and pineapple pizza.
No, I cheese pizzas. You know, like the loaded.
Oh, right, that's right. I was going to say,
not cheese and pineapple. No.
I was just about to take you off screen then. Lots of people just going with you, so that's fine. We'll change the subject very quickly before it gets a little bit raucous here. What I want to know in the chat, just before we close out, obviously Christmas coming up, the age-old question of Brussels sprouts, yes or no. But before you answer, if it's a yes, I'd like to know how you do them. I shall tell you how I do it. I cook mine with bacon, and it actually works very, very well. So if you have Brussels sprouts, let me know how you do them, if you like them. If not, massive thumbs down and
I really like Brussels sprouts. I mean, I'm
Brussels sprouts are quite good. Yeah, I do like them.
It boils in the pan.
Yeah, I cook them with bacon or shred them.
Easy chips and gravy.
Mm.
I have cheese chips gravy now.
Cheese chips gravy, a proper northern delicacy.
Well, unless that's just our one.
We have got Kyle saying no, they need to be discontinued. People don't like sprouts. Oh no, Sam, no. Sam, no. Because
it's Die Hard, a Christmas film. No,
that's going to get everyone talking. Go off food. We're now going with Die Hard. Is it a Christmas film? Yes or no? Sam, what have you done? All right, opinion, yes or no? I don't think it is. I agree with Sam.
No.
I don't think it's the first film anyone thinks of when they go.
I don't watch a lot of
nice
movies anyway.
You know, it's cold outside, got the fire going, cup of like hot chocolate. Like, what should we watch? Die Hard.
I don't watch a lot of them films anyway. I'm not into them type of films anyway.
I will hold my hands up now, or one hand because I'm still recovering from my broken elbow. I will hold my hand up and go, I haven't seen it, and I don't want to. I don't want to see Die Hard. But yeah, for me,
into like musicals and some action films.
Not a Christmas film.
Christmas films, it's always got to be like The Elf, hasn't it? Or Bad Santa and Home Alone.
Or if you're Owen, Bug's Life. What a great film. I'm actually tempted to watch that tomorrow now.
You want a good film for Owen? Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Or the Muppets.
The Muppets, yeah. Muppets Christmas Carol, there you go.
Plays with the Muppet, don't need to play. The name of Muppet.
Oh dear. I consider Die Hard 2 a Christmas film. Have a word, honestly. No Die Hard film is a Christmas film. End of. I am correct. You are not.
Mike is a Muppet. I can't be that much of a Muppet. I'm not. I don't play like you.
Kyle W. It's not Christmas until Michael Bublé comes out the woodwork.
Not Christmas until Mariah Carey's about.
Mariah Carey has been on my TV so many times. I consider it Christmas pretty much in July. I've listened to Michael Bublé quite a few times. It's the one I get in, one I listen to when I actually get into the Christmas mood. So that's fine. Also, last question for the chat. If you have Christmas dinner, obviously most people do, but if you have Christmas dinner, what's your choice of meat? I know people go for various different things, but I have goose.
Mostly chicken.
Chicken at Christmas. Different.
Yeah, I can have chicken, but sometimes maybe I can get a couple of different meats. So it's like chicken, turkey, maybe a bit of lamb. Just split it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Gammon, there's another one.
To quote what I said last week, I'm a goose man myself. That seems to make a lot of people laugh, but I am a goose man myself. We could just do an entire show about literally talking about Christmas, but we've got time to Time is not on our side. Let's see what people have put. Streams put a 3-bird roast. Owen's gone gammon. That's interesting. It's an interesting choice. Josh Tremmy, turkey and pork and gammon. That's probably a 3-bird as well. Kyle W, gammon, turkey and chicken. Mikey Airways, chicken. Kev's Cabs, turkey. Wayne Hartshawn, I know you mentioned it last week. He's having a pizza with a big pig on blanket topping. Beautiful. Sounds like a right nice pizza, that.
Going on to Christmas this time of the year, I'm sure I will probably say the same thing. Won't be long before we see it Santa's outfit on that Play Airlines or something.
Yeah. Gammon is not a bird, Tom. Yeah, I know. I'm getting too ahead of myself. All right. It's Christmas. Everyone's allowed to get a bit excited. Yeah, lots of people going with Christmas songs now as well. This show will never end at this point. Yeah, we're not going to do songs. We'll save that for next week, possibly. But yeah, right. It was only going to be a short show this week. Mike will be heading off to do other things shortly, but MaxJet TV, like Christmas Din Din, is not loving it for me. I don't quite understand.
No.
Just thought I'd point that out, I guess. But yes. So we'll start to wrap the show up because, like I say, Mike has to. He's got other engagements to do.
Has anyone seen the Titan Lapland livery yet? Speaking of that, go on my YouTube channel, and I caught it the other day leaving Liverpool, the first one flying out. So yeah, literally having Liverpool Airport on my doorstep when I'm not in work and when I'm not doing other things like that. I'm literally down the airport every day anyway. So there's most days where I'll probably say, oh no, too tired to go down, but I'm mostly there nearly every day, all the time anyway. So I'm not posting videos all the time anyway. So I just thought, it's another thing. I just want to get Liverpool out there and get Liverpool on the map because there's no one out there. So you basically up here now, you've got Liverpool and you've got Manchester. So you're seeing both of best of both, really.
Oh, fair play. Right, so that will do for the show. For whatever reason, I always forget to mention this part. This is part of the show where we do some shout outs. If you've watched, you'll probably know that anyway. But yeah, part of the show we do some shout outs to friends, family, loved ones, etc.
I've got a lot of them.
It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Should have known about the Irish guy we had on before. He had tons. And his own personal list. It was like Santa's naughty and nice list. But yeah, part of the show we would do that. You can say hello and whatever else. Everyone in the chat, of course, can do the same thing. If you have any shout outs for anybody, do put them in the chat. We'll show them on the screen as we do ours. And of course, like I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do consider. It helps us out a lot. Right. If you're ready, Mike, you can go ahead with your massive list.
So I want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in tonight and hit the subscribe button to my channel and Tom's channel himself, and just want to say big shout outs to the likes of Kyle W, who's a great admin and great follower on my channel and helps me quite a lot. It does well. Does likes everyone there, Denise who's in the chat, who always helps some support me when she's out and about and I'm in work and she sees it playing, so she does a lot. The likes of Kev's Cabs, a great follower, Josh, Alex, and then everyone else. Just thank you for the support.
I expected more than that, but that's all right. It's not as big as I thought. That's what she said.
Those others, but just say everyone. So thank you. And do head over and check out the channel. I have got quite a lot of shows and videos to come anyway over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. Jack Rolls shouting out his microwave that he almost burst into flames. I wouldn't shout it out, Jack. I'd probably read the instructions first or properly. If anybody's not watching, Argentina have now gone 2-0 up. So I think they're going through. Yes, that's fair enough. I will do a couple of shout outs myself.
Just a big thank you to you yourself, Tom, for inviting me on and come back on one day in the future.
Been a lot of fun. We'll definitely get you back on at some point. 100%. my shout outs aren't very long at all. I'll let you know what's going on with next week as well. So shout out to Mike for coming on the show as well. I know how excited you've been pretty much all week, or since we've announced, or sort of, we've agreed that we'd have you on. So that was a penalty, fair enough. So good to have you on. Everybody watching this evening, of course, new names as well that are subscribed to the channel. Big thank you to you guys as well. Everyone that's left a like on the stream as well helps out as well. I might try something a little bit different this evening and maybe go in the comments after the show's done and let us know where you're watching from. Let's just go with that. I just want to test something and see if it works. Something to do with the algorithm or something. But yeah, once the show's ended, go in the comments, let us know where you watch from. So thank you to everybody watching, all the mods and stuff for joining us this evening. It's been a lot of fun. And I think that's pretty much it. My streaming this evening will not end here this evening. I will be over on Twitch doing some Football Manager. So I'll be jumping on that very, very shortly. Next week, we have the guy who I call the El Al expert, the Israeli airline El Al. He's a bit of an expert and has asked to come on to literally talk about El Al. So we are doing a El Al special with a guy called John Siver. Which I'm quite looking forward to, actually, because it's an airline I sort of want to know a little bit about. There's stuff I know, such as they're one of the only airlines that are equipped with an anti-missile flare system or something like that on their passenger planes. Obviously for tension and political reasons, but that's not. We'll get into that next week. So we'll be back on the Sunday, I believe, on the 18th. Yes, on the Sunday, 18th of December. Might be the last show before Christmas. We'll go from there. We'll keep up to date and stuff, which you can do over on the social medias. But yes, I'm going to go do some Football Manager over on Twitch. If you want to come and join us, you can find it at, I think it's the Offside Trap. I think quite a clever name. You can find that on Twitch, and we'll go do some Football Manager over there. But for now, Mike, if you want to say goodbye to those that are still watching, and we'll get you out of here.
I just say thank you, Tom, and thank you, everyone. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas and New Year, and do go over and check out my channel for the upcoming live streams and all the videos. But for now, take care, everyone, and see you soon.
Lovely job. Quick one from Magjet TV Live. There is no flight sim tomorrow. I have cancelled that stream because the game hates me because it won't load. So I've cancelled that until I can find a fix. But from me, thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. For those that are subscribing, etc., it means the world to me. If you like what you see, come back next week on the Sunday, and we'll have some more fun and giggles and shiznit. But for now, take care, everybody. Stay safe, and of course, stay warm as well. It's getting a little bit cold out there, and we'll see you next week for some more Christmassy aviation fun. Take care, everybody. See you next week. I can't do the hand thing because my elbow hurts, so I can't lift up because that's the only hand I've got. So yeah, you're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, cool. Bye.